DJ Baker is serving it to you raw and uncut.
Open your mouth, give you a taste.
So, are we ready for the Arqeezy meeting? Can we get the Arqeezy meeting, please? All rise. Arqeezy meeting in session. The BIGO boys continue. I think this is probably the most empathetic I've been of Arquez in a long time. This was a good look, and I knew Rick Rosa wouldn't be able to do it. But Dre, baby, love how you did that. Love how you did that. You got him to open up about the apartment. This is a big deal. This is the big part of the breakup. This is a big part of the drama. You know what I'm saying? The people think that he's losing a lot of money. He's losing a lot of money. We came on here. We called him a bum. We're going off of DZ's information. Purnell, is that his name? Purnell. And what's his name? Walter? Purnell and Walter. These two don't need to be together. They really don't. The names just don't go. The names just don't go. I will say this. So Dre Baby asked them about, this breakup is, how much of it is real, what's going on, what's happening with the apartment. You seem to be homeless. You don't show no background anymore. Well, he went on to say that, one, he's got many homes, right? That's what he wanted to start with. Many homes, many, many, many homes. And that was just one of them. And he was only in a month-to-month lease with this place because he was waiting for his penthouse to be done. I don't know. Please stop this. Please stop this. Please stop this. You're not going to be giggling over there. Stop this. So he says he has enough money. He was paying $4,000 a month. That's what he said, right? He said he was paying $4,000 a month. That's why his rent was so high, because he was really paying for the same amount, you know what I'm saying, as what it would be for his penthouse. You know what I'm saying? And they just gave him this apartment. He picked this apartment. This was his choice. He wanted the high ceilings. He wanted to be first floor. He wanted to be the backyard, back there where the grill was, where things were very convenient for him. He had the gym he went to every day, and he was living his regular life. Then here comes DZ, right? And here comes DZ, basically to ruin everything. This is the impression he's giving us. You know what I mean? Why were we blaming him for the things that DZ was doing? DZ's the one who destroyed his apartment. DZ was the one who wanted to fight all the time. DZ. This was all DZ's fault, right? It's never, he said, well, how are you going to blame me if someone came to your job and beat you up? Well, one, you shouldn't let that person tell you where you were. 1, 2. Well, you act like you have no agency on who you pick to be a part of your life. Listen, I have been through a very violent and a toxic relationship before the one I've been in today, right? I have to take responsibility for being in a relationship that I knew was toxic from the beginning, but did not, make that, when you saw the first red flag, to get the hell out. You know what I mean? Because you're being kind and you're trying to work things out, and you think that this could work. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I said from the beginning with Arquez, right? Didn't I say that? I said that he was trying to maintain this. He was trying to control this. Go back into my go back to the DJ Baker YouTube. They're all up there. You know what I mean? I said it. And then he was trying to control things that were not controllable. You can't control this controllable. Yet you still kept going back, which means that you did care about him. And that's why I said, I think this relationship is real. I do think that they do pull stunts in order to keep the people engaged. I think that DZ knew what this was, okay? And I think Arquez knew what this was too. I think he was benefiting from this. Now, a lot of people are like, where you get all this money for all these lawyers? And he talks about these businesses, and he also talks about this too, in the sense that people are too much in his business, and he's learned now, how old is this man? He learned now that everyone doesn't need to know everything on social media. But you know what? Can I be honest with you? I learned that late too. I learned that late too. And to be honest with you, Arquez never really had a big online following before this. Remember, he wasn't the Arquez that everyone's talking about now. We're talking about Arqeezy because we're talking about Arquez. We're talking about the legendary fight with the elephant and all the things. Play the clips. You can play the clips over and over again all you want. They're legendary clips. But I do understand that he says, listen, there's things that are going on that none of you people really know about. I'm sure we don't. He did not answer the escort thing. He did not answer that question. Dre, baby, you did a really good job here. There's some questions you left on the floor because you know what? You know that would have been getting an answer. I don't think you would get an answer about it. But I will tell you this. I think both these people made out on top on this. I mean, they get numbers, and they were, DZ probably got the numbers before this, but Arquez did not. And I don't care what Arquez says. This elevated his status as someone that people want to. He made him more desirable. Can I just say that? It made him more desirable. There were times when, if a lot of people who were watching this, if you didn't come in with that toxic behavior, he would have stayed with you, right? You know what I'm saying? If you were able to handle him getting, being a party hardy person and someone who's, likes to throw parties, as Dre Baby said, he's a kind guy when it comes to the parties. He likes to make sure everyone, is having a good time. I will say that about Arquez, and I said that. I said he's a party guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a party guy. I still think there's drugs involved. I still think they're doing. I still think. I'm not saying that they do it together. I'm not saying that they do it every day. But this is not just alcohol. I'm sorry. Just sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I respect Arquez. I told you guys this many times before. It's the reason why I called him a bum, because I think he shouldn't have been putting himself in this situation from the get-go. But he worked it out. You know what I'm saying? And now here he is. You know what I'm saying? Now he does backgrounds anymore. You're not going to see where he's at anymore. Even though I don't think that's going to be true, I think he's going to let that go after a while. I think he'll let it go for the right person. I think when he finally meets somebody who he really, really wants to settle down with, I think he'll still be on BIGO. How many? I bet all of y'all in this room right now that he will meet someone new and they will have a BIGO relationship. I think that the idea of who he goes with next is going to be important. I think that people are going to want to know. I think that DZ now is officially who is he going to date next. I think we're going to want to know where these two guys go next. I don't think it's over right now. I think they will go back and forth for another about maybe 6 months. I've been wrong before, but maybe this one I think I'm right on. I think they'll go back and forth for another month. He seems a little over it, but not enough that he doesn't want to hit it once. You know what I mean? Like, the sex was good. I feel like the sex was good with them. And so that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? DZ gets to get a little ass, you know what I'm saying, from Arquez. And I think that boosted his head up a little bit, that he was smashing, a top porn star. You know what I'm saying? How many videos does he have getting exactly. So you know what I'm saying? So shout out to DZ. DZ did his big one here. This is what he does. And the next person that he deals with DZ will have to deal with the same thing, unless they know how to cool the savage beast. That's going to be that's going to be the thing. And the next person with Arquez is going to have to deal with Arquez's sexual appetite. You know what I'm saying? So, either which way, I think that, we're going to be keeping our eye out on the BIGO boys. We're going to be keeping our eye out for Arqeezy. We're going to keep our eye out for Dre Baby and the rest of the gang over there. He went in on Milan, said Milan thinks he knows everything, but he don't know nothing. But I have a lot of respect for Arquez. I think that there was some, projection there about, how much he owns and what he owns, and, I got this, and my house is my home, but that wasn't really my house, but you invited people into your house, but you are responsible for the people you bring in your house. So the management was not wrong. The management was right to try every way, even if they lied, to get you out of that building. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you think that you weren't wrong. As far as they're concerned, they did not. Well, you said it there. They did not want your kind of people in that building. I don't know why, but you weren't. He said he didn't have neighbors. That place did look kind of empty. Let's face it, that looked kind of empty. So it was a new building, and he got himself in there. I still think there's something funny about that, but whatever. I'm not. Listen, until I have more evidence, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about this, brother. I like Arquez. I think he came out on top on this. I think that DZ came out on top. I think they both returned back to one. You know what I'm saying? Both at a better position than when they first came in. I think DZ is desirable, and I think that Arquez is desirable, and I think they both have their own separate, pluses and minuses. You know what I'm saying? But I think there are people out there that could really, lock these two down in the next relationship. So we'll see. This is just the beginning for these two. You know what I'm saying? And so the BIGO boys will continue. We are going to. What are we going to do with Arqeezy? Are we going to put it on hold and wait until after the next till the holidays, and we come back with it, right? Well, send them both bucket of edibles, please. Send DZ a bucket of edibles, and you can send Arquez a bucket of edibles too. Thank you for the entertainment, guys. You guys were really, really entertaining this season on the BIGO boys. All right, they both returned right back to one. DZ single, Arquez is single. They probably will meet up every once in a blue moon to smash and grab. But I think this relationship is about over in another 5-6 months, and then we can move on to see who they snatch up next. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it locked here, everyone. There's the BIGO boys. We're ending the BIGO boy meeting for this season. What's it, season 3? There we go. All right. Thank you, Royal. Just log this all in here. Woo, the BIGO boys, baby. Oh boy. Shout out to Arqeezy. Shout out to Arquez and DZ. Once again, I just want to say that. Check out full episodes of Raw and Uncut, Monday through Friday, 7 to 11, live streaming on We Are You Radio. Or hit the link in the bio to download the We Are You Radio app. Comment, subscribe, and thanks for listening to Raw and Uncut on We Are You Radio, the Urban Sound of Pride.